You're not faced?
I used to be, Then it got to a point where I realized that this is the country we live in. Okay? People will judge you by not the substance of what you said, but by the politics. And they'll judge you. And before, I said, okay, I don't want anybody to put me in a box or brand me with any political flavor, so let them just talk.
Do they think you're NDC?
Oh, yes.
And when you were in NDC time, did they do NP?
Let me give you the trajectory. When I first came to Ghana, when I returned, and JJ was in power, I remember, and I used to give it to left, right, and center, and there were rumors then that I'd been brought to Ghana by the MPP and put on there.
Oh, okay.
Those were the rumors then.
They paid for your flight back?
Yes, they paid for my flight back.
Okay.
To come and just harass JJ, And I remember when NDC was in power, then, and I applied for a frequency to operate a radio station. And I was given the frequency, by my pronouncements. I guess it didn't go too well then. This is what I'm guessing, with the NDC. So all of a sudden, my frequency was withdrawn.
They gave it to you and took it back?
Yes.
Oh.
And just before they left the scene, they realized that maybe we made a mistake taking this guy, because he said it as it is, or whatever, I don't know. So just before then he left, they wrote back to me and then they gave me my frequency. And as soon as NPP came, they said, how come NDC is leaving and they are giving frequencies? Then he must be one of them. So let's take it back. So on the NPP too, the frequency was taken away.
Never come back?
No. Well, it's now 97.3 CDFM, so that definitely will never come back. That was my frequency. Check with NCA if I'm lying. And it was even taken back and then given again and taken back again. So this is a casualty of anybody who wants to be a nationalist. My focus is Ghana. It so happens that the Ghana focus that I'm dwelling on is in sync with something that the NDC is doing. So be it.
So you actually used that 97.3 for a while?
No, I never got to. Oh, you kidding me?
Do you listen to them now?
Oh, I listen to them. And my friend, Samuel is a good guy. I mean, they're all my friends.
And you don't know that this was your...
I don't know.
You're saying for the first time?
This is the first time I've said this. People can go and check with NCA to see 7.3, whether I was not assigned to KSM. Sapphire. I was going to Sapphire Radio then.
Company.
You see? So that...
There's this narrative that politicians use their powers to undermine or disrupt the activities of citizens who speak against them. It actually happens globally, it's everywhere, but the difference is in developed countries, citizens are given the platform to criticize politicians, and they also have the power, somewhat power, to ask these politicians for accountability. Even though sometimes it doesn't work out, at least they have a voice. But however, in Ghana, politicians only listen when it's about time to vote. Yeah. Anyway, the video I played earlier was an interview by Cafe Day, and it was, I think, on the morning show on JBC, and he was interviewing KSM. KSM, if you don't know who KSM is, then you're a kid. Anyway, KSM fully, his full name is Kweku Sintim Miso. He is an actor, comedian, broadcaster, radio personality, TV personality. He had a production called the Safa Production. He's executive producer of some shows like Build Your Act.
One eternity later.
Also, I think at the point was election NFT. All I'm saying is this man is really a big man when it comes to media and broadcast journalism in Ghana. And he made a revelation which I want to highlight on. So basically, he started this production house called Safa Productions, and he wanted to start a radio station. Actually, he became popular through a radio station. At that time was Vibe FM, but now it's live. Anyway, he had a segment, he had this show where he bashed the government and, kept them on their toes. And he wanted to start a radio station, so he applied for a frequency where, the government didn't want to give him a frequency because, they thought that he was for the opposition. So I think after some time, they found out that, that's not who he is, and they found out that he's just an objective person. They gave him the frequency. And as he was about to start his radio station, the new party that came, which was the MPP, and the first party was the NDC, and that was JJ Rollins era, the late JJ Rollins era. And the next party came in, which was Kufuor's era, also came and halted the protest because they thought that he was working for the previous government. So basically it was also halted, and now the frequency, which is 97.3, has been given to CTFM. Yeah, what we call CTFM right now. He actually wanted to start that frequency with Sapphire Radio or something like that, which is after his production house. But it couldn't be because he was objective and spoke to the government. He kept the government on their toes. Yeah, so all I'm trying to say is that what he was trying to say is that in Ghana, when you're objective, you get hindrances. I think it's in the world, but in Ghana, when you're objective, you get extra hindrances. Aww. And the government find ways and means to disrupt your work. I thank God that he didn't give up and still kept on doing what he was doing. And he was being truthful to himself. Honestly, I think that the government or the politicians has a power in disrupting the man's dream. Who knows? Maybe his radio station would have been one of the best in the whole of Africa, in the world, but because of petty politics, it couldn't be. And we vote these people into power, but they don't want to be criticized. Anyway, all I can say is that I'm happy he went on, and he's now who he is right now, and I feel sorry for that. And thank you for listening. And the name is ADB, and that was my opinion about this mission. Hasta la vista.
And we say bye-bye.